Also, he made a brazen altar, 20 cubits of length, and of 20 cubits of breadth, and 10 cubits of height. He also made a molten sea, that is a great washing vessel for priests, of 10 cubits from brink to brink, round by compass. It had 5 cubits of height, and a cord of 30 cubits encompassed the compass thereof. And the likeness of oxen was under it, and by 10 cubits some engravings without forth encompassed the brink of the sea, as with twain orders, and the oxen were molten. And that sea was set upon 12 oxen, of which oxen 3 beheld to the north, and other 3 to the west, and 3 others beheld to the south, and 3 that were residue beheld the east. And these had the sea set above them, but the hinder parts of the oxen were within under the sea. And the thickness of the sea had the measure of the palm of an hand, and the brink thereof was as the brink of a cup, either as of a lily crooked again. And the sea held 3,000 metrites of measure. Also, he made 10 hollow vessels, and set it 5 at the right side, and 5 at the left side, that they should wash in those all things, which they should offer into burnt sacrifice. Soothly, the priests were washed in the sea. Soothly, he made 10 golden candlesticks, by the likeness which he had commanded to be made. And he set those in the temple, 5 at the right side, and 5 at the left side. And he made also 10 tables, and he set those in the temple, 5 at the right side, and 5 at the left side. Also he made 100 golden vials, or basins. Also he made a large place of priests, and a great house, and doors in the great house, which he covered with brass. And he set the sea in the right side of the porch against the east at the south. Also Hiram made cauldrons and flesh hooks and vials or basins, and he fulfilled all the work of the king in the house of God. That is, he made 2 pillars, and their pommels or capitals and heads, and has some nets that covered the heads above the pommels. Also he made 40 pomegranates, and 2 works like nets, so that the 2 orders of pomegranates were joined to each work like nets, which covered the pommels and the heads of the pillars. He made also foundaments and hollow vessels, which he set upon the foundaments or bases. He made 1 sea, and 12 oxen under the sea, and cauldrons and flesh hooks and vials or basins. Hiram, the father of Solomon, that is, called for so reason of age, either of excellence of craft, made to him all the vessels in the house of the Lord of cleanest brass. The king melted out those vessels in the country of Jordan, in clay land, between Succoth and Zeradatha. For such the multitude of vessels was innumerable, so that the weight of brass was not known. And Solomon made all the vessels of God's house, the golden altar, and boards or meat tables, and the loaves of setting forth upon those, and candlesticks of purest gold, with their lanterns, that those should shine before God's answering place by the custom. And he made some works like flowers and lanterns and golden tongs. All these things were made of cleanest gold. Also he made pans for coals to burn incense, and censers and vials or basins and mortars of purest gold. And he engraved the doors of the inner temple, that is, in the holy of holy things, and the golden doors of the temple without forth.